Here with the 2017 Maserati Levante, Maserati's first SUV, produced in Italy with a twin-turbo Ferrari.
The designer is Giovanni Rivolta. What he came up with the whole idea of the Levante is going to be a contrast. So if you know anything about contrast, it's bringing together to make an actual art piece. Basically, this is art, so that's how he wants the curves and how he actually built this vehicle. So the front of it is actually going to resemble the Alfieri, which is going to come out in between 2017 and 2018. That's what the front of it is going to resemble. If you look at it from the side, it's also going to have the 1975 race car that they used to have, and it's going to resemble that. So they're starting to bring these different new and old items to bring it together. And also, if you look at it from the front and looking into along the actual vehicle, it's gonna have a cheetah stance. So if you look at it from the front, you'll start seeing how it has that muscular, but then the back part of the hips and all that type of stuff within this car. So that's how they contrast new, old, and bringing everything together to bring out the Levante.
Let me ask you one question. Not to interrupt you, but how many engines are there? One engine or
there's going to be one engine. One engine. There's going to be the difference between the Levante is going to be 345, and then you have the Levante S, which is 424.
Okay.
Yes. The only difference is what they do is tuning it, and it's just a different tune.
So will Maserati bring I know they're producing a diesel version of this as well. Will they bring that to America?
I haven't found out any latest on that, but it is showing available here in the U.S. That on the building price link on the website. So eventually it could be actually here. So we actually want like a even more souped up edition also. So it could be a lot of different things that this one vehicle can eventually evolve. So this is going to be very popular, and it's only the beginning.
So now the models, okay, so we have the Maserati Levante, and then we have the Levante S?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So that's the two trim levels that it's going to have. And basically from when it's talking about the price point with the regular Levante being at 72 and the S being at 83, it's just the different packages that you add on to the vehicle to be able to get to the different prices that you end up spending for the vehicle that you want. Carbon fibers, luxury packages, sports packages, different packages that you can add on it to be able to get to the price where you want to. So you're able to get a regular Levante, the 345 horsepower, and get every bit of packages on it to where you can be getting the whole luxury edition of the vehicle and not have to pay for the extra tuning.
Absolutely. Now, I understand it's all-wheel drive. So is it a constant all-wheel drive? Is it bias?
It's all-wheel drive.
No, but in regards to, so it's just all the time. Okay, so at no time does it go bias where it's like more power in the back?
Well, you know, that's adaptive. Okay. It's adaptive. Okay. So if it feels as if it needs more traction over here, it's gonna weigh that area. It's gonna adjust.
So when we go into, I believe you said it was sport mode. You have sport mode 1 and 2.
Yes, so basically that deals with the level of the vehicle, how low it actually gets. So
but when you're going into these modes, does it change the transmission or the exhaust note?
Yeah, it's gonna start actually tapping into the sky hook suspension.
Okay.
It's actually
so
gonna
it's
get
more
into
about the suspension.
Yes.
Okay. And the handling.
Exactly. It's gonna get a lot more tighter.
Okay.
And you're gonna feel that difference of it being a little lower and it's actually getting to where you need it to go. Okay. So that's the difference between actually adjusting the different the suspension.
Do you mind showing us the inside of the vehicle?
Of course. The inside is going to be a Harman-Kardon system. So basically, this whole interface is going to be based off of a luxury position. So they changed it all within the Levante.
So this is new technology.
This is new technology. Yes, it is. So it will have AM, FM, XM radio. You have your media where you're able to connect your phone. You also have your auxiliary and SD cards, which are down here, where you can actually connect into the radio. You also have where you can go Bluetooth, and actually the Uconnect can actually go into the system, so you don't have to worry about any wires. You also have your surround cam. Car has to be on. I'm sorry. Your navigation. This is based off of Russia, so it's not gonna be able to show us everything, but it's going to be a very easy setup. But if you actually notice how the screen is actually, the processor is very good and it's very quick. It's very quick. So if we just click on it, it's automatically there. So very quick. It moves very, very smooth.
Also, so
You notice that.
is it voice control as well?
It is voice control also.
Okay.
Yes, it is. You have your phone where you're able to set up. It's just like the old the Ghiblis where you're able to control your phone just as if you're on it. You have your mute transfer conference call. You could also talk back to reply to your text messages. You could turn your text messages off on a do not disturb because you're driving. Yeah.
Okay, can you tell me about the headliner? So is this headliner? Is this standard or is this an option on the headliner?
It's an option, yes. You to be able to get the
Alcantara?
Yeah, I'm sorry. The Alcantara packages, you can also get that. You can have where you have the light gray, which is shown here in this vehicle, or you can go with the dark black also. So you have two options as far as the headliner. This right here is also going to be based off the European package, so it's not going to have the sunroof, which we will be able to have that here in the U.S.
So now, in the U.S., will the sunroof be standard or will that be an option?
It's going to be standard.
Okay.
Yeah, I think any vehicle that you'll be able to get here in the U.S. is going to have a sunroof, almost just like the Ghibli. All the vehicles, they're going to have sunroof. So I would have to say almost standard. I don't know exactly, but almost 95% is going to be standard to be able to get sunroof.
That's phenomenal. So, but we don't know whether it's going to be a traditional sunroof or
Don't know
the
yet.
panoramic.
Don't know yet.
Okay. Now, in regards to I see that this beautiful wood trim interior. I would imagine that, like with the Ghibli, the carbon fiber is optional.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So you can.
So you have your different trims that you can add on. So you like this one right here is just going to be the regular wood grain trim with the looks like regular wood, or you can go with the carbon fiber. They have the lighter woods that you can also choose. It's just more the contrast part. What's gonna work good with
the contrasting.
Everything.
Okay.
So like with this vehicle, you have the Koyo with the black trim level. So that just goes very well with this wood grain.
Absolutely.
So it's just one of those things. What smoothly transition to get your combination.
What's going to contrast well enough? It contrasts so well that it goes well together.
Exactly. So.
Now, and what are these buttons here over next to the gear shift?
Alrighty. So maybe we can light them up a little bit. Okay, so you have sport mode, the ICE mode, basically rain, sleet, or snow. You want to make sure you put that on so you get better traction. You have manual, so basically you'll be shifting the transmission will go into manual mode. It won't be an actual manual, but you'll be able to go into 1, 2.
A more sportier drive for the vehicle.
More sporty, more drive. Yes,
okay.
Sir. Yep.
Also, one thing that really I noticed, and I believe it was a Ghibli, was an option for this phenomenal silk interior.
For the Xenia.
Xenia, correct.
Xenia.
I would imagine that. I mean, if it's available in the Ghibli, that it's going to be.
It is available. Yes, it is.
In this, okay.
You can't have the Xenia edition. It's gonna be very different. And if you know the Xenia, that's what they are. They're a brand of their own. But it's gonna be basically the inner pockets of the seats is gonna be the Xenia. It's gonna have the Xenia fabrics inside of it.
Okay.
I actually have a Ghibli here that actually has the Xenia, so it's pretty nice to actually be able to see it, touch it, and see how it's gonna feel.
So now, off-road capabilities. I mean, not that many people will ever take this vehicle off-road,
But it's able to.
But it's able to go off-road. That is phenomenal. And I would imagine, and it's no secret that Maserati built their first ever SUV, basically to compete with all the other exotic car producers that are producing like SUVs. So this is their first SUV, and I'm not sure how long has Maserati been in a company?
It's actually 100 years.
100 years.
Yes.
So this is their 100-year anniversary, and they're introducing their first SUV in 100 years.
Yeah. 100 years.
Now, and also, I know this relates more so to the exterior of the vehicle, but with the Ghibli and other Maserati models, you have like with the Gran Turismo and the Quattroporte, you have the option of a variety of colors for the brake calipers. I noticed that these brake calipers are black. Will the SUV also have the option for a variety of colors?
Yes.
So it's just basically whatever you can do customize-wise with the Maserati, you can expect to get it with this Ghibli.
Of course,
well.
it's like 4 or 5 different brake caliper options that you can choose out of. So
And so, and this engine size is, I know it's a twin turbo Ferrari sourced engine, V6, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And again, if you would go over those horsepower numbers with me one more time.
Okay, so the regular Levante,
Yes, sir.
I want to say regular, but it's still going to be very fast, very luxurious. Everything in above, it's going to be 345 horsepower. Now, if you decide to upgrade and get a better tuned vehicle, which would be 424, which would be the Levante S.
More performance oriented.
Yes.
Okay, which 424 horsepower in an SUV is just phenomenal.
424.
420, that's phenomenal for an SUV.
So, you can notice how long these doors are. What this does is it actually protects the inside frame of the vehicle. So on a normal vehicle, you're looking at it's stopping right here. And if you notice that you're always getting that dirt buildup inside of your vehicle.
Absolutely.
So what this is going to do is actually going to seal. It's actually going to seal this whole bottom end. So if you're in your nice Sunday's best, or you're going out with your family, you don't have to worry about getting out your vehicle and getting that nice beautiful dirt rub on the back part of your leg, or also on your front whenever you're putting your kids in or something. So this area right here will better stay clean because of the longer door that it has.
That is a phenomenal idea. The technology and the thought and going into that was real. They put a lot of thought into that.
I mean, Italian is about clothes and keeping their keep staying fresh, staying clean. So this is something that I would know nothing but the best whenever they made this design. So.
And actually, if you close the door, I mean, and it appears just like with most vehicles. So this would not. The door would actually normally the door would open here, and this would stay flush to the car. So what and it's the thought that went into that in regards to getting in and out of the vehicle was phenomenal.
Yes,
because that is a great idea, and I can see more manufacturers doing that.
They can be the beginning of a trend. The bird's eye view. They have all the side view. Both of the side mirrors are going to have cameras, so that you can actually see what's going on right here on the side of your vehicle. You're also going to have cameras up front and also in the back.
Okay, explain that to me. So when you say I can see what's going on the side of the vehicle, are you talking about while I'm driving or just parked?
Just park.
Okay. And so when you say around cameras, so I would be able to see around the.
You have this right here. You have this camera right here. You also have the trident. It has the camera built inside of the trident, so you won't take away from the aesthetics of the vehicle. So it's not like a noticeable camera. So this right here will take care of the front, and it's actually a pretty wide camera. It'll go beyond the points of the car, so you'll see.
So it's a true surround.
Yes.
I mean,
yes. And then you have
surround view.
Right. Exactly. So vehicle is very in detail, pretty much throughout this whole vehicle. So. Come up to a curb or whatever you may come, and then there's also the accident. I'm getting short of words.
It's
whenever it's an
I know
accident,
exactly.
something in front of you. Yeah.
Collision detection.
There you go.
Yeah, it does.
You're the photographer. You're not supposed to know that.
All right. It does have the collision detector. Yep. So collision detectors also on these vehicles, so it will be able to stop if they do monitor a stopping in front of them. So.
And this, I would imagine, this is the largest Trident Maserati has produced to date. Is that correct?
It's pretty big. It's pretty big compared to the rest. And it's also, it has a little more.
Well, it's a commanding statement. I mean,
exactly.
And this is their biggest vehicle, as well as it should have the largest Trident.
I would say this is the biggest vehicle of the year.
It's phenomenal.
Because they're reaching to a whole nother market right now. SUVs are U.S.
Absolutely.
Yes, we have cars, but SUVs are the utility vehicle of the U.S. and they've been able to tap into a whole nother market. And by them creating this vehicle, why not start off with a bigger Trident at its front?
The buzz around this vehicle, as far as in regards to customers contacting you about the vehicle,
they're going to sell out as soon as they come in. So of course, if you want one, make sure you contact us as soon as possible.
Actually, and we are visiting with Lawrence Woods at Northside Imports in Houston, Texas. So please look for his contact information at the end of this video. And feel free to give him a call or send him an email. We will provide you with all that information.
Thank you.
Mr. Lawrence B. Sincerely appreciate you taking the time.
No problem.
And I look forward to having the opportunity to drive in this wonderful vehicle.
Oh yeah.
So
I can't wait to
give me a few months
it.
and first we'll take care of the customers, let you guys take care of the customers. Then you call me and say, Chris, hey, we have a demo. Come on down. You can drive this.
That's the plan. That's the plan. It took you long enough to get inside of Ghibli, so.
Woo! Long one there.
Yeah,